Hey, my name is Ryan Van Duzer, and I've been going on bike adventures for the past 20 years. There's really nothing that makes me feel more alive than pedaling through beautiful places and connecting with all the wonderful people on this planet. So I'm making this video in hopes of inspiring you to get out there and experience the freedom of traveling on two wheels.
Oh, it's another beautiful day on planet Earth.
I get questions from people all the time who want to go bikepacking, but fear holds them back, and I totally get it. I felt the same way when I first started going on adventures. It's an overwhelming feeling to jump on your bike and pedal into the unknown, but it's also exhilarating.
Incredible. This is one of the best sunsets I've ever seen in my life.
In this video, I'm going to focus on some of the fears that hold people back, and I'll hopefully instill some confidence in you so that you can feel more comfortable saying yes to adventure. Now, I understand that camping alone can be scary. The fear of bears and other animals is real. Picking the right gear out of a mountain of options is confusing, and the thought of pushing your body past its limits can be daunting.
Oh, yes. Wow.
But with a little preparation, you can do it, I promise. And remember, at the heart of it all, this is supposed to be fun. And it is fun. It's amazing.
Oh, oh, oh! It is so beautiful!
First off, adventures are inherently unpredictable. That's what makes doing anything outside adventurous. You don't know exactly what's going to happen, which is both scary and exciting. Out there, you learn what you're capable of. It's an empowering feeling. It builds confidence. And the number one way to feel more confident about doing anything in the great outdoors, or tackling any challenge in life for that matter, is to be prepared. That means preparing physically and mentally so that you can ride your bike day after day, getting acquainted with how your gear works, and knowing about the landscape that you'll be traveling through. But remember, you may prepare every little detail perfectly and do everything right and still get smacked around by things out of your control, like storms, injuries, major mechanicals, or getting chased by a swarm of murder hornets. That's a whammy. Let's start off with gear. And I'll be honest, I am not a gearhead. I use stuff that is simple and durable, which a lot of times is heavier than fancy lightweight stuff, but it works. And if you're looking to save money because all of this stuff adds up quickly, used gear is perfectly fine. On my first big adventure back in 2006, I borrowed and bought a lot of secondhand gear, and it all worked great. The main point here is that whatever you have, know it well. Practice putting up your tent over and over. Figure out the best way to distribute everything into your bags, which I will admit, I'm still figuring out. This learning process takes time and repetition, and the more confident you are with using your gear, from blowing up sleeping pads to downloading routes on your bike computer, the more confident you'll feel when heading out on an adventure. The same goes for your bike. Knowing basic bike mechanics is important, and there's a ton of tutorial videos on YouTube that can teach you anything you need to know. And in most cases, knowing how to fix a flat tire and tightening bolts will get you through the most common failures. And if something more serious breaks on your bike, well, that's an opportunity to tap into your problem-solving skills. Maybe you'll need to hitchhike to a bike shop, which I've done a couple times. It's a great way to make new friends.
I've been saved, thank you! All right. And not only that, but they just gave me a piece of cantaloupe and an egg salad sandwich.
Camping is something that can seem super scary, but after a handful of nights under the stars, you'll feel a lot more confident. The idea of sleeping in remote places without cell service and the possible but tiny threat of scary animals can be daunting, But the good news is that when you keep your campsite clean and store your food away from your tent, it's safe and fun. And if remote camping seems a little spooky, try a designated campsite at first. That way you'll be surrounded by other people and feel safer. And here's something that I tell anyone scared of animal attacks. Wild animals are terrified of humans and want nothing to do with you except for mosquitoes.
I'm crawling up a steep hill and the mosquitoes are all over me.
I hate mosquitoes.
I'm so covered in mosquitoes.
And here's the truth. When an animal hears or smells you, they go running the other way. Bears are usually at the top of the scary list, and for good reason. They're huge, but also kind of cute. I've only seen bears on a couple of my trips, and they were very chill.
Here's my first bear encounter. It's a little guy zooming off. Don't go get mom, please.
But to be extra safe, you can announce your presence with a jingly bell on your bike, or just constantly whoop and holler like I do.
Hoo, hoo, hoo!
In the unlikely situation that a bear starts coming at you, stay calm, make yourself look big, and get out your bear spray. Simply remove your bear spray from the holster, hold back, and remove the safety. With this proper grip and safety off, you can press down on the spray to activate creating a cloud with a forceful blast. Here's something I've learned along the way that makes camp life easier. I make sure to find a place to camp well before sunset. This gives me time to check out my surroundings and get everything set up in the daylight. Another thing I love doing, and I will ride extra miles to make it happen, is camping next to water. Cleaning off at the end of the day makes me sleep better, and I can refill all my bottles.
Oh God, that feels good, yeah! Woo!
And as you spend more nights under the stars, you'll begin to feel more connected to the wild world around you, and you'll sleep like a baby because you're tired.
Estoy feliz, I'm happy. What a great first day.
Food and water. Fueling is vital to staying healthy and strong while on your adventures. Your body burns a ton of calories when you're pedaling all day, and you need to almost constantly be eating and hydrating, just snacking all the time. Carbs are your friend. That's energy. And as a precaution, I always have more food than I need. Bars are easy to pack and full of calories. And if you watch my videos, you know I love bean burritos, proteins and carbs. And the best way I've found to snap myself out of a funk is to treat myself to a warm meal at a restaurant.
I am so happy right now. You want to know why? Because I have a chocolate milkshake and a veggie burger.
And as far as hydration goes, pay close attention to your maps and know where you can get water. I've done trips in the desert where I have to carry tons of water, and I've done adventures in alpine areas where refill options are plentiful. Feeling safe out there is paramount to enjoying yourself. Bring a GPS device if that makes you feel safer in areas without cell service. Tell somebody about your plan, or better yet, head out with a group of friends. I love the solitude of traveling alone, but sharing the experience is both fun and safer.
We're the four best friends that anyone can have.
Make sure you have the right clothing, especially if it's cold. Having multiple layers to take on and off as the weather changes is part of the game. Check the weather forecast, and if a huge storm is coming, maybe stay in a hotel. When I'm in my tent at night, I always look at the next day's route to get an idea of the terrain and resupply options. Being well prepared gives you confidence, and being confident relaxes you so that you can enjoy the moment. If you're completely new to this, start small. Do a quick overnighter. There's no reason to overwhelm yourself right off the bat. And like I said at the beginning, this is fun. You're giving yourself an amazing gift. Enjoy it. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah! And you may not notice it right away, but when you come back from an outdoor adventure, something feels different. You've handled uncertainty. You've made decisions when no one else could make them for you. You've been tired, cold, unsure, and you kept going anyway. You pushed your physical limits, doing things you never thought possible. And going through all this and coming out the other side empowers you. When I come home from an adventure, I always feel more patient, more loving, and filled with gratitude for this beautiful life. I know this was a lot, so thank you for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful. And if you need some inspiration, my channel is filled with videos from all over the world. Okay, it's wintertime here in Colorado, so I'm not currently getting out there, but stay tuned for new adventures soon. And have fun out there.